Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we will be discussing NEET and JEE MCQ on center of mass. So here we go to the question number 1. So here it is given that two particles of mass 5 kg and 10 kg. So 5 kg and 10 kg respectively are attached to the two ends of a rigid rod of length how much? 1 meter. So here data will take 5 kg and 10 kg and length is 1 meter. Now they are asking the center mass of the system from the 5 kg particle. So here first let me solve the MCQ, then after I will tell some other method also. Now here suppose let 5 kg here and 10 kg here, and distance between them is how much? 1 meter. But here options you see, options are given in centimeter. So here 1 meter will convert to centimeter, that is 100 centimeter. Now this is your 5 kg, this is your 10 kg. And they are asking where will be the center of mass, and that distance you find 5 kg mass from the center of mass. So just assume, suppose here you have center of mass somewhere here. It is not exactly middle. So just somewhere here, if left side, right side some mass is there, then somewhere center of mass in between them it is there. Now here to here distance, suppose you take how much? R1. And this mass you take as M1. And this mass you take as M2. And this total distance you take as R. Now directly use your formula, this R1 if you want to find, then what you need to do? Now if R1 you need to find, that is the distance from the center of mass to 5 kg, then go for a 10 kg block first. That means you write M2, multiply with the total distance whatever given, divided by add these two masses. What is that? M1 plus M2. Now substitute the value. Now here M2 is nothing but how much it is? 10 kg. So it is 10 multiplied with R, and R I have to put in centimeter. So it is 100 centimeter divided by 5 plus 10. So 5 plus 10 will come 15. If I will solve this, I will get here 10 into 100 divided by 15. So you cancel this. 5 with 5 you cancel, it will be 2, it will be 3. It will come 200 by 3, so it is around 66.66, or you can write it is around 67 centimeter. So this is what, so your answer will be C here. So if you know this is a two body problem, if two objects are there, then this formula is correct. What formula tells? Now if you want to find distance of one M1 from the center of mass, then go for M2 first, then multiply the distance R divided by addition of the mass. Understanding? Similarly, if you want to find R2, suppose R2, if once you find R1, then immediately you can do R minus R1 is nothing but R2, or I can write also R2 is nothing but, we can find, go for other mass M1, multiply with the total distance R divided by addition of the mass M1 plus. So this is what you need to remember for two object system. If you know this, immediately you can solve. Otherwise you can check this one. This is a discrete mass system concept. So that means you can use here this formula also. X center of mass is nothing but M1 x1 plus M2 x2 divided by M1 plus M2. So while doing this formula, you have to choose actually what? Now you have to choose the origin. So you have to keep your 5 kg block at origin, some x-axis will give. So here it is x equal to 0, and this is nothing but x equal to 100. Then after here you have to put this one, this coordinate is nothing but x1 coordinate which is 0, and x2 coordinate which is nothing but 100. Now what you need to do? Now you have to apply this M1 x1 formula, like M1 x1 you have to multiply, it will come 0. Then plus M2 x2 you have to multiply, it will come how much? 1000. Then divided by 15. So 1000 by 15 is nothing but 67 centimeter. So I hope you understand this. So you can use this formula also. Otherwise, if you remember directly, two objects are there, M1, M2, distance between them is R, then directly also you can solve what is R1 or what is R2. Okay. Now next is telling three masses are placed on the x-axis, 300 gram at origin. So focus on this word. So 300 gram at origin means this is the first mass I will take as M1. At origin means x equal to 0, and I have to make one x-axis here. So this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. So here this is x equal to 0. Now 500 gram at x equal to 40 centimeter. So I will take here x equal to 40, everything in centimeter. So that's why I am writing only number. And here mass is what? Now this mass I will consider as M2, and this one I will consider as x2, which is 40 centimeter. Now second telling 400 gram. So here it is M3, and here at x equal to 70 meter, so you can write it as x3. Now here another mass is there. Here at what centimeter? X equal to 70 centimeter. Here x equal to 70 centimeter, mass is how much? 400 gram. And x equal to 40 centimeter, mass is 500 gram, and x equal to 0, mass is 300 gram. So it is your x2, you give it is x3, it is your x1. And this is your M1 value, this is your M2 value, this is your M3 value. Now this is same thing, discrete mass system coming, and for a discrete mass system, already you know, if you want to find center of mass, what formula you need to do? M1 x1 plus M2 x2 divided by M1 plus M2. So for two masses you can do this, but here three masses are there, so you can go for another also, M3 x3 divided by plus M3. I hope everybody understand. If three masses are there, then you can go for three terms. Now here you can substitute everything. So here it is 300 gram, so I can put it is 300 into x1 how much? 0, then plus M2 is how much? M2 is 500, so I can put 500, and here x2 is 40, so I can put 40, plus M3 is how much? 400, so I can put here 400, and x3 is nothing but 70. Now divided by how much? I have to do 300 plus 400 plus 500. Okay, but all masses you add here. Okay, so here I added 3, 4, 5 like this. Now definitely this will come to 0, so this one I no need to count. And this one if I will check, here 4 into 5, how much that is? 20, so it will come around 20,000. And here it is 7 into 4, 28, it will come 28,000. If I will add everything, it will come 48,000 divided by 300, 400, 500. This will be how much? 1200. Now you can cancel here 1 0, and 12 will cancel 40 as 4, so answer is coming how much? 40 centimeter. Now check here which option? Your option is A. I hope everybody understand. And here you cannot apply any trick and all, just normally, because three masses are there. Okay, so you can use this formula only, and that formula previous question we did R1 something we calculated easily, that is for a 2 mass problem it is correct. Every time you can calculate for 2 mass, but this formula will be correct for if you have 4, 5, 6 whatever masses you are taking. Now next move to the next question. Okay, now here two bodies of a mass how much given? 1 kg and 3 kg have Poisson vectors given. Here it is how much? Some I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap. So it is I cap means it is a vector wise it is written. So you can take this mass as M1, this mass is M2, and this mass is what? Sorry, this distance as you can write as a Poisson vector R1 vector, and this is as R2 vector. Now here if you need to find the center of mass system has a Poisson vector what? So if they need to find RCOM vector, that is called Poisson vector of center of mass, then you can use this formula M1 R1 plus M2 R2, but you have to give vector that you remember. Now here M1 plus M2. Now here what to do? Now here first we will multiply mass M1 with this vector. Now see it is 1 is there, you will multiply 1 with R1, the same thing will happen, so nothing will change. So directly I am writing I cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. Now plus here you see R2 will multiply with 3, that means here first I have to multiply 3 with the R2. So if directly multiplication I will do, I will get here minus 9 I cap, because 3 will multiply with minus 3 I cap, so it will become minus 9 I cap. Then again with 2, so it is minus 6 j cap. Then again with k, it is plus 3 k cap. Now divided by how much? 1 plus 3, which is 4. Now here you calculate this one. Always remember this is vectorically given, and while vector addition you are doing, mostly you obey vector law of addition. And along with, remember, when component form given, I cap can be added to I cap only. So that means here 1 I cap can be added to minus 9 I cap, so it will give you minus 8 I cap. And a plus 2 j cap can be added to minus 6 j cap, then it will give you how much? Minus 4 j cap. And the plus k cap can be added to plus 3 k cap, so it will give 4 k cap. Then divided by 4. Now here if we take common 4, if we take common, definitely it will be minus 2 I cap, and here minus j cap plus k cap. Now this is your RCOM vector. So position vector of the center of mass is how much? This much coming. Now match with the options. I think this option B is matching, so here B will be correct answer. So I hope everybody understand. So if you know the formula correctly and you are doing the multiplication, addition and division correctly, then everything will be correct. Now we'll go to the next question. Here they are telling, consider two particle system with particles having masses m1, m2. If a first particle is pushed towards the center of mass through a distance d, by what distance should be the second particle be moved so as to keep center of mass at the same position? That means what they are telling actually, they are telling center of mass will not change. What will change? Changing something, m1 is changing and m2 position is changing. Already you know, if two objects are there, then what is your axiom formula? You know already, it is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now what you are doing? Now here one change thing coming, a shifting coming, shifting of center of mass or m1 or m2 like that. That time what you to do? Now this formula little change this. So you change in center of mass is nothing but m1 into dx1 plus m2 into dx2 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, only changes you do in positions, not in masses, because masses are constant. Now here they are telling center of mass will not change, it will be same. Same means what? Now dxum will be not changing, so it will be 0. No change means what? 0. Initial, final, same. But this already changed. How much it changed? Now it changed distance d. It has changed how much? This has changed distance how much? This has changed d distance. Now they are asking what will be change in the second mass. So this is the question they are asking. So here it is given something in the form of m1 and m2. Now we will try to find here. Now see, if this is 0, if I multiply this whole quantity here, this total term will come 0. So I can write it directly how much? m1d plus m2 into dx2, that is equal to 0. Now here if I will calculate dx2, that will be how much? Minus m1d by m2. Now listen here carefully. Here one minus is coming. So minus is coming means what? If this m1 is moving positive direction, then this one will move something in negative direction. So this is the meaning of minus. So no need to worry, in the options minus is not there. So we need to choose which option? C option with a positive answer. So I hope everybody understand clearly. So the C answer will be correct. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Now here question number 5. They are telling the two spheres A and B of mass m, 2m and radius what? 2r and r respectively are placed in contact as shown in figure. Okay, so here figure is not given. Let me do the figure. Now here a mass is there A, suppose a sphere A, and another sphere is there B. Okay, so here to here distance how much? It is 2r, and here to here it is how much? R. So I hope you understand. So two spheres are there. One is 2r, one is r radius. And here another one is having mass m, and this r is having radius, sorry, mass is how much? 2m. Now they are asking what the center mass of the system lies, inside, outside, at the point of contact. None of this like that they are writing. Now listen here. So while finding center of mass, most of the time when you find coordinates, so what we do? We take origin first of all. So here we will take origin, this one. So this will be origin. Now this axis I will take as y axis, and here this axis I will take as This axis I'll take as x axis. And the x axis, so this is the origin starting. So for this sphere, center mass will be here. For this sphere, where center mass, it will be here. Because always remember, I told you, so whenever center mass, you are telling it is a center of the mass, when symmetrical objects are there, the center is basically center of mass. You can directly take, so here symmetrical spheres are there. Now here, so this one I can write as, this one, this mass is nothing but it is your m1, and this position at x equal to 0 I can take, and that one I can take as nothing but x1. And here if this distance will check, so this distance is nothing but 3r, so I can take this distance is how much? Now this x2 is nothing but 3r, and this 2m I can take as m2. Now I can use my formula. So for discrete math, what formula? XCM is nothing but, how much it is? XCM is nothing but it is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now what to do here? Now here put m1 value. M1 value is what? M, and x1 value how much? 0. So let me keep it 0. M2 value how much? 2m. So put 2m. X2 value how much? X2 value is 3r. 3r keep here. Then divided by, here it is m plus 2m. I will calculate this one. This will come 0 left side, this side, and this one will come how much? 2 into 3. That will come 6mr. 6mr divided by m plus 2m, that will be 3m. So now here mm will cancel and 3 will cancel, 6 as 2, so distance is how much coming? 2r. So x center of mass is nothing but at a distance 2r. That means they are telling center of mass position is here. So that means this is basically contact point. So contact of the two spheres. So here answer will be what? Now at the point of contact, your center mass is present. At the point of contact, center mass is present. I hope everybody understand. Okay. So simple thing, same formula we applied, but here the thing is given what? It is not like a point mass, but we consider as a point mass. That means we consider this total mass is concentrated here. For this sphere also total mass is concentrated here. Then after x1 we find, x2 we find, and from origin we find the distance of center of mass. I hope everyone clear. Okay. I'll go to the next question. Here it is telling a body of mass 2m while falling vertically downwards under gravity breaks into two pieces. One is B part, one is C part, each of mass m. The center mass of bodies B and C taken together shifts compared to that of a body A, and here something they are telling here. No need to worry, I'll explain carefully. Now see what the system actually they are telling. Suppose here a mass is there 2m. Now it is falling under gravity. Falling under gravity. Now listen here. So in this case it is splitting to what? Now splitting to two parts. One is m, another is m. Now they are telling what will be the effect here, such that that center mass shifting and asking depends on height breaking towards body B, body C, like that they are asking. Listen, whenever center mass you are telling, and here whenever F net on center mass is 0. What 0? F net on center mass is 0. No external force acting on the center of mass. You can write also F net external. Then after what will happen? If center of mass is moving in a straight line, then it will try to move in straight line. That means this 2m mass, its center of mass suppose here, it is moving in a straight line under gravity. That means this is the earth surface. It is moving under gravity means it is moving in the straight line. So it will move in the straight line if no external force. And remember, whenever something breaks, so breaks means break is basically internal force. Due to internal force, something breaks. Okay, some like explosion or breaking, that is happening due to internal forces. So there is no external force will come. So here what will happen? Now here as there is no external force, as center of mass is moving in a straight line previously before breaking, then after breaking also it will move in straight line. So there will be no change in the path of the center of mass, or it will not shift here towards B or towards C, it will not shift. I hope you understand. Now here you see, so now come to answers. Here they are telling does not shift, depends on the height towards B, towards C. What I told previously, straight line moving means after breaking also it will move in straight line. So no change. So here what answer? Does not shift. I hope everybody understand. So we will go to the next question. So always remember, if in F net on an or external force on a system is 0, then after center of mass will not change its position or its path. Okay, now come to next. Now seventh one, see. So here it is given a system consists of 3 particles, each of mass m, located at 1 1 2 2 3 3. These are positions, coordinates. Now the coordinates of the center of mass are what? Now here you see. So here this positions I can write 1 1. What I can write? I can take, suppose this is for mass m1. For mass m1, this one I can take what? This I can take x1 y1. This coordinate what? x1. This coordinate represents y1. And they are telling each particle having same mass. So this m1 is nothing but what? M1 is nothing but a small m I am taking, just considering. Similarly for particle 2 you come, so 2 2, so 2 comma 2, that means here it will be x2, this will be y2, and here for m2 what I will take mass, same mass, so I will take same m. Similarly for m3 mass, third particle, so mass m, what coordinate given? 3 3, so I will write here 3 comma 3, so this will be x3, this will be y3. Now here you see, so here they asked the position of the center of mass or coordinates of the center of mass. Same formula will apply for a discrete mass system. So what is the formula? Axiom equal to nothing but m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 divided by how much? Divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Now YCM also similar way I can calculate. Similar way also I can calculate YCM, but let me first calculate XCM. Let me calculate XCM, then after calculate YCM. Now here you see XCM is what? So m1, for m1 I will put m1 plus for m2 I will put m2 plus for m3 I will put m3, because you see here m1 m, m2 m, m3 m all are equal mass because they mentioned here 3 particles each of mass m. Now here coordinates x1 x2 x3 I took, then divided by m plus m I will do, or let me write here m plus m. Now you see here it is m, it is 2m, it is 3m. If you add it will be 6m. So 6m by 3m. 6m by 3m means it is 2 coming. So that means your x coordinate of the center of mass is basically 2. Similarly you can calculate also YCM. Similarly you can calculate YCM, because coordinates means what? Both x and y also you have to calculate. Okay, well z is not given, so that's why z is not needed. Now for YCM if you see, similar formula we can go for m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 divided by addition of the masses m1 plus m2 plus m3. And you see here also y1 y2 y3 coordinate same, m1 m2 m3 value same. That means if I will substitute similar way I will get the same answer. So YCM equal to how much will come? Again it will come 2. So your XCM is 2, YCM is 2, then coordinate when you write, first you write x coordinate, then y coordinate. So 2 comma 2. So your answer will be B, 2 comma 2. I hope everybody understand clearly. Okay. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Now, here it is given 2 particles and identical given. Identical means what? Their masses are same. If m1 and m2 2 particles are there, their mass is same. Then moves towards each other with velocity 2v and v. So let's take this velocity v1, this velocity is v2. They move respectively with these velocities. Now they are telling the velocity of center of mass. Now try to remember here. Already Poisson vector I have written. Now if the velocity of center of mass you want to find, then you can go for m1 v1 vector plus m2 v2 vector divided by m1 plus m2. This is the direct formula. If 2 mass is there, then you can put velocity of center of mass. Now understand here vector written. When vector written, be careful about positive sign, negative sign. So from where positive sign, negative sign will come? That it depends on the movement. So here how the motion is happening. It depends on the how motion is happening. Positive direction motion means I can take as plus direction. Negative direction motion means I can take negative I for negative motion, and for positive motion I can take positive I. Now listen here. So here they did not mention any x-axis, y-axis, but I have to consider, suppose my m1 particle with velocity how much? 2v, which is v1. It is moving in positive direction. That means this velocity I have to take as positive. If my m2 particle moving with velocity v2, which is nothing but v, it is moving in the left direction, that one will take negative, because left direction velocity vector we take as minus I cap. Now here, if this consideration I'll take and I'll substitute here, what I'll get from here, I'm directly writing what is my velocity of center of mass. So it will be nothing but m1 is m and velocity is nothing but I'll write plus 2b, then after plus m2 also m, and here it is nothing but minus b, then divided by addition of the mass m plus m. Okay, now solve it. So m into 2b, it will come 2mb plus it will be minus mb divided by 2m. Now you can check here, it will come how much? It will come mv by 2m, or you can write it as v by 2. Okay, so it is a J202 question here, you focus it, so it is J question. So here it is telling how much, answer is C, v by 2. So everybody understand? So while discussing about velocity of center of mass, you should not forget about the vectors. So here vector is there means positive negative sign will take, either position vector or acceleration vector or velocity vector. Okay, now come to the next question. Three identical metal balls, each of the radius are placed touching each other on a horizontal surface so that an equilateral triangle is formed. When the center of the balls are joined, the center of mass of the system is located at what? Similarly, they are asking something about the position of the center of mass. No need to worry, the same that language I am representing here, they are telling three identical metal balls. So I will take three identical metal balls, suppose, and the radius is how much? R given, and touching each other. So touching each other means I will keep like this one. So another sphere is like this and another sphere like C. See here, everyone is touching each other. This one touching this two, this one touching this two, and this one touching the down two. I hope everybody understand. So they are like this. Now they are telling where will be the center of mass. Remember, if it is a sphere, it is symmetrical object. So for this sphere, center of mass will be at the center. You can consider total mass is concentrated at center. Similarly for this sphere also here, for this sphere also here. Now what to do? Now here three system is forming like this. Now I can join in a equilateral triangle like this one. So this is the formation is happening. Now remember for these three, what I'll do? Now the center mass where it will lie, we can calculate coordinate wise, but here coordinate is not given. So logically we will calculate. How we will calculate? Now for these three, we can take like this is called what do you call this one? This is called medians. So here to here perpendicular is called median actually. So here I can tell this is the median, first median, this second median, this is third median. Now if we will do this one, that intersection point here this three center of mass combined, if we will take the net center of mass, total center of mass will be concentrated here at the intersection point of the medians. So this point, just idea remember, accordingly you solve language questions. So they are telling line joining center of any two balls, it is not correct. Center of the two balls, not correct. Horizontal surface, not correct. Point of intersection of the medians. I told here always remember, this is one median, this is second, this is third one. Now their intersection is here, so the center of mass is represented here. I hope everybody understand. So your answer will be what? Option D, point of intersection of the medians. Okay. So I hope everybody understanding clearly. So we'll be uploading more videos on center of mass and next chapters also, next topics also. So thank you.